Hello and welcome to our walk around appraisal. Today's vehicle is this lovely 2021, in fact it's end of November 21, on a 71 plate, Mercedes GLB 220 diesel AMG line with the Premium Plus package. This has the 8-speed gearbox and this car has covered just over 20,000 miles. I think we picked it up on 19 something and it's just run on to 20 now. Now the vehicle has full Mercedes service history and we have actually just taken it in and had the last Mercedes service done just over a week ago. And they did oil, they done fuel filter, and it's all up to date. We have the printout. The vehicle is also just one owner from new. Now, we're gonna go around the vehicle. If you haven't seen one of these appraisals before, we're gonna tell you what we've done to the vehicle, as in detailing, etc., and all of the options on the vehicle. Because at this age, there are quite a few, let's say Premium Pluses that don't necessarily have all of the features that were usually available on them. This one does have most of those features, or if not all of them, in fact. So, finished in Cosmos Black Metallic. I'm going to start off at the front here. Now I'm going to come in close. The paintwork is in exceptional condition. If I come in, you can see we've got also these multi-beam LED headlights. And what these headlights do, they will adjust for different weather conditions. Say, for example, if you have fog, we come in close, these lenses, they move and it changes it's to do with the reflection. If you Google Mercedes multi-beam headlights or multi-beam LED, you can just make out in the bottom of the headlight there. And very clever system. And the idea is that it lights the road up ahead of you as well as it can do, taking into account conditions, rain, etc. Now you'll also notice we've got parking sensors that come all the way around to the side. So that's for the park assist or the self parking. We come round to the front, all of the badges and the grills, really nice condition. I'm just going to bring you up onto the top. Now there are usually somewhere a couple of tiny little chips. It's really funny. That looks like a scratch there, but it's not. It's polish. It's a reflection. It's like a line. I noticed this earlier when I was doing something. Or it can sometimes be our lights above. It's crazy. So there's a tiny little smidgy. I'll just come in close. Very, very minor. Probably come in a bit too close there. If I come round here, but there is nothing, and if we do ever have chips on the vehicle, we always get the right paint code, and then we flatten the area, clean the area, we then put a little bit of paint and lacquer in, we allow it to harden, we then go back to it, flatten it, and then repolish it. So you don't get blobs, you just get like a tiny polished piece of paint, which blends in quite nicely, but you can see that bonnet is in really nice condition. There's nothing nicer there. And also, if we come up onto the windscreen, now the other thing, while we're here, there's a camera just in there. And that's because this vehicle has the MBUX augmented reality navigation system. That's a navigation system that will display, sorry, I've got this paperwork under my arm. It will display a picture on the screen inside of outside the vehicle looking forward, and then it superimposes like arrows of the direction that you need to be taking a junction or a roundabout, so that you know exactly where. So it's like street signs being superimposed onto the picture you can see outside. It's a very clever system. And the other thing it does, which I thought was really clever, is before you come to that junction, it'll make sure you get into the right lane. And I know there are other systems that do something very similar, but this seems to do it just at the right time. We come up onto the top, we've also got the panoramic roof. So I'm just going to take you all the way along there so you can see no damage at all. We've also got keyless entry on the vehicle. So if you come up, in fact, Dan's got the key, so he's just going to pass that. So we've got the key here. We've got 2 keys with the vehicle, of course. So to lock the vehicle, press on there. To open it, put your hand inside. You may also have noticed this little triangle here that flashes, because this car also has the driving assistance package, which gives you the blind spot monitors, adaptive cruise control. If you've not had adaptive cruise control before, it's the next level of cruise control, where you can sit behind the car in front and it will adjust the speed accordingly using the radar at the front of the vehicle. The other thing that I haven't mentioned yet, most of these are 7-seater, as this one is, but I think there are some that aren't 7-seaters. All of the wheels are immaculate. All of the tyres have plenty of tread on. They're all premium tyres. I have photographed all of these wheels so that you can have a good look. In fact, I've changed the way we do the pictures on the wheels now. I'm going to do quite a close zoom in on the wheels so that you can get a good look and know that they've not been smart repaired. I mean, some smart repairs are okay, but we no longer do smart repairs on the wheels. They are all diamond cut or fully lacquered, cut and lacquered, depending what's on the wheel. So let's come back out on this side. It's so much easier to get for the video when it's dark outside and we're just using the lights from the showroom. When we get the sun coming in, it plays havoc. So there we have it. There's a good look around the vehicle. Like I say, there's no damage. Anything that if I saw anything on the car, I would point it out, and I do go around the cars before the videos. In fact, there is a very small little teensy-weensy dent just on that piece of trim there, but nothing else on the vehicle. No damage on the top of this bumper. If I come across it, there we go. Just walk backwards a little bit. Looking really nice and sharp. So let's now take, I'll tell you what, Dan, we'll do under the bonnet next. So I'm going to pull the bonnet catch just up under here. Dan's going to help by opening that. I also took some pictures of the interior with the showroom lights off, with all the interior lights on. Now, I didn't change the colours, but you get a gist of how nice it looks at night inside the vehicle. Just take a look around the engine bay. As I say, it's just been into Mercedes for its service. This car is ready to go. So if you need something straight away, and if you may have been hearing things about car finance, it's all to do with letting people know if they've earned commission. We've never earned huge numbers on commission, so it doesn't really affect us in that sense. But our current rate with Santander, we no longer earn any commission on it at all. But if you do inquire, I'll be sure to let you know. The new rules, I think, now apply. So we'll keep you up to speed with that. So as you can see, really nice, clean engine bay, all up underneath, just as clean under there. So I'll leave that for Dan to put down, if that's okay. Thank you, Dan. And then we'll take a look inside. So starting with the passenger front door card, you've got the heated seats, or heated seat for this side, up on the top there. And then the memory positioning of the seat, with the memory, sorry. I want to do too many things at the same time. But again, really clean door card. And there are puddle lights as well. And the illumination on the Mercedes-Benz there, that all illuminates. We've got lumbar support on the seat, on the side as well. Full set of nice clean mats. And then what we'll do, we're just going to take a look around all of the seats in the front. There's no damage anywhere. All of the black gloss is really nice. I'll tell you what, Dan, if you want to go over by the lights, we might just flick them off in a second, just to show people the interior. I might need you to flip the lights on as well inside the car. I'll leave the key on the seat there. So Dan's just going to turn the car on. In fact, you see those lights all moving around just then. But look at that. I just press the home button on there. There we go. And like I say, you can illuminate the interior. The back illuminates the same. Footwells on the sides. Okay, Dan, if you want to pop them back on, that'd be great. Okay, so we'll go back into the rear of the car now. So the rear door card. Back seat. It's just a few fingerprints where we've been doing the pictures there. There's a centre armrest there that comes down. It's got cup holders as well. So we'll put that back up there. And that centre section, I'm not going to do it now actually, but if you look through the pictures, these seats, the whole bench will slide forward, and the seat is split into 3 sections. The seat this side, the centrepiece, and the one at the end. And then in the boot, the other seats pop up. And as I say, we've taken all the pictures of that in its retrospective positions. And unfortunately, we've come right to the end of the day, and I don't really have time to do all of that. But we have, like I say, got the pictures. We will go into the boot. I just want to check on my piece of paper here. Is there anything? Oh, we've got wireless charging, adaptive cruise, augmented reality. While we're here, as I say, 1 owner vehicle, so 0 former keepers. If it says 1 former keeper there, it's 1 previous plus this one, which we obviously have to stamp out, and I have to cover up these numbers now. But that is for this vehicle. As you'll see, if I turn this over, Mercedes-Benz 220 AMG Line. So this vehicle, I'll tell you what we will mention. So this is, I wrote some notes down there. It's an 8G gearbox, 188 bhp, 295 pounds per foot of torque, 0 to 62 in 7.6 seconds. Whereas the 1.3 petrol, it's 9 seconds, 161 bhp, only 236 pounds per foot of torque. Now that's okay if you're driving on your own, but the minute you get 7 people in the vehicle, it's going to affect the performance considerably. So this diesel is going to have a lot more guts about it, and it's also going to perform better on fuel economy as well. Because believe it or not, diesel is here to stay a little bit longer than maybe Labour think. I don't think electric cars are going to be as successful as everybody thinks. So there is all the Mercedes service history. Right, back to the car. So, oh, have I got the key? I think I have. If I swoop my foot, have I got the key, Dan? Oh, yeah, would you mind just grabbing it for me? I've got a key in my pocket, it's just not for this car. Thanks, Dan. So, if I swoop my foot under the back, so if I've approached the vehicle with shopping or bags, I can just swoop my foot under there and place the shopping bags in, or boxes, or whatever it might be. Now we've got a mat here. It's absolutely immaculate under here. Like I say, if you go through the pictures, you'll see all of the seats in the upright position. We've then got, I've got my glasses on, I'm just trying to work out what that button there was. Oh, there's a USB-C port right in the back there, which I didn't know about. And there's also one on this side. So the people that sat right at the back still have their own USB-C port. We've got some hooks here for shopping bags, little piece of net. And under here, we have our triangle. We have our first aid kit. We have the blind that you can take out and put across the back, which we've also photographed. And then underneath here is the foam kit and the compressor to pump the tyres up, etc. So that's all under there. Let's try and see if I can get this in. So what, we'll leave that for Dan. We can also close the boot with the button up at the top. All of the plastic trim is nice. There's some very minor little scuff marks, but they're very minor. It's just where bits slide around in the boot. And just one more look at that back bumper. We've got so much more to do. So Dan's going to he's going to check that out, put that back for us. Door card on this side, on the rear. Again, the back of these front seats everything's so clean and tidy. We've got electric blinds for the sunroof. We're going to show you the sunroof open in just a bit. There's no damage on door edges, I can assure you. We've been round, checked that. There's no scratches around the handles. The paint is glossy and the metallic is nice and fiery. So in these wing mirrors, I think I did point it out, but just again, you've got this little triangle here, and that alerts you by going either amber or red to warn you of vehicles in your blind spot area. Again, electric seat, electric folding mirrors. You can get them to fold in when you lock the car up if you so wish. I think you can choose between the two. Number again, the seat, sport seats, and the front of the seat comes forward like so for added support. Basically, that supports further up. If you've got a long thigh leg, part of your leg, it gives you that added support there. Auto lights, and then we've got our little what do you call these little sensors for darting around on the screen. I'll give you a little look around before I jump in. You can see the condition is really We've already done the door cards, but all of the seats, look, everything, center armrest. We've got wireless charging under the center there. So I'm going to jump in. Obviously it's Android Auto. Have I got the key, Dan? Thanks. So we've got key to start. Change key batteries. Oh, that's fine, we've got them in stock. So we can do that. Press. So this is our cursor. That was the word I was looking for. There's the mileage, look, 20,048 now. Now this view is currently the sport view. Now, this is our adaptive cruise control. This is to adjust the speed and the distance in front. Now you can't actually, and we've also got the autonomous steering as well. So it'll keep you in the lane. Now if we go to press the home button, you'll see, we'll start at one end. Let's go the other way. So we're using this little cursor. I call it a cursor anyway. Telephone, assistance. So there you go. We've also got, can you see down here? I think they call this rear mitigation or something. It's basically if a vehicle, or is that the blind spot monitors? It might be the blind spot monitors. I think that is the blind spot monitors because it's coming from the front, further forward. It's a very similar picture. Okay, so set. So once you set your speed, you would then be able to adjust. Yeah, it won't show me because it needs to be functioning. Anyway, telephone, navigation. So you can have navigation there. The trip computer, and then if we scroll down, you see the little dots there, so that shows you all the windows that we've got going down. Radio, obviously. Let's turn the volume down on that. Media. That's because I deleted the last profile, so there's no radio station set up. So we've got classic mode. So that's classic mode. And oops, trying to find display, sport, progressive, which is another different display. Anyway, we'll go back to, do you know what? We'll leave it understated. Okay. I'm going to leave it on sport because I like sport. Now, if you flick over to the right, we can then, and again, we've got the dots up here, look, see that? And we can have the map up there as well. G-force monitor. If you're trying to, oh dear, I don't know what you're trying to do. If you need to use a G-force monitor, probably try and make your passengers sick or something. Oh, there's your four-wheel drive as well. So probably show you when the four-wheel drives become active, because it's all done basically using the sensors, the traction control. So it's not permanent, so you get better fuel economy. And then again on this side, this does this window over here. So we've got telephone, navigation. If we go into the navigation, I can't say it enough. This is the best navigation you're ever going to have. There's a camera, like I say, here. So it's looking forward, and you'll see, I'll put some pictures up of the navigation system, but the pictures are taken from a GLC we had. But I'll put them up so you get an idea of exactly how it works if you've not seen it. If not, Google it. It'll be on YouTube, etc. And you can zoom in and out with your fingers like so. Again, you can do it down here. If you want to keep your screen from having sticky finger marks all over it. We've got settings down here. traffic, motorway information. We go into advanced, map orientation, in 3D. And then, actually, let's just go back in there. I think advanced, map orientation, auto zoom it was, okay. 2D, 3D, okay. Now, augmented reality. It does have it on here. And traffic light view off. After asking automatic. Traffic light view automatic. Now, traffic light view, when you come to a set of traffic lights, I believe this is how it works. It'll show you outside on here so you can see the traffic light better, or it will let you know what the traffic lights are doing. I think it's a picture that comes up so you can see the traffic lights on here in case you can't see them because the roof's in the way and you're too close or something. But it's a really good system. Now, what's this one? Notification. Okay, we don't need that. Let's go back to home. So we've pretty much done enough. Oh, navigation. Let's just show you that when you do put your destination in, so where to, you can write with your finger or you can punch on here. So if you write with your finger, you use the pad down here. So you can just go, for instance, P
O 3
PO350Y, and that
R
is where we are.
Y.
And then start.
Please proceed to the highlighted route and then immediately turn left.
Now, because we are inside the building, we're not on a road, it won't give us any pictures or anything, but it's easy enough. If you touch the screen, you can cancel the route just there. There's nothing worse than a route. Keep going. All of our stations there. Let's just get that volume down. Really nice, easy display. Let's get that volume down. Planet Rock. Oh, get the volume down. Media. Comfort. This is where we've got, now we've got seat kinetics here. So as Dan didn't realise what this was earlier, and I put it on, and basically what that's doing now, you can have it on the passenger side, it just subtly moves the seat around so you don't get stiff, what's the word, when your blood vessels, yeah. So it's just good for you. It just sort of pushes on your back, and it's like a very, very laid back, it's not a massage, but it just moves the seats, it just so that you don't have any pressure points, I guess is the word, in the seat. And it's very subtle, but it just moves around, and it's for long journeys basically. And you can have it on the backrest, the seat surface, and you can set the duration. In fact, I can hear the other seat moving, and it sort of comes in on the sides and pushes. And then we've got the ambient lighting. We can have multicolour effects. We can choose, look, reds in here, blues, greens. Try and get an idea. There you go, green, yellow even, amber, mauve, pretty much whatever you want up here. Quite like this blue that we had earlier. The thing is, once you find a colour you like, if someone changes it, there you go. I think that's pretty much what we had. And then you've got climate, etc. Right. Come back to that in just a second. So I think what we'll do now, we'll start the vehicle up again. We'll open up the roof. And like so. That's just going to slide back. I think there are two positions on the roof. And I think we can go back. And that goes back as far as it will go. Let's make sure we're in park and we've got the handbrake on. Yeah. So we'll turn the vehicle off. Now, if you've opened up the roof on the car, it's in the summer, and basically you've gone for drinks or you've gone for something to eat, and you've locked the car up. Let's see if I've got the key. What have I done with the key? I'm doing well today. Look, I've left it on the seat. There we go. Don't leave your key on the seat if you go for drinks or for something to eat, because someone steal your car. So we'll lock the car up. It'll kiss you goodbye. And then a rain shower comes over, and Dan's just going to spray something on the window there. And automatically the roof will close up, and it tends to leave it in, or yeah, it always leaves it in the vented position, look. So it will keep the hot air, will keep some airflow so there's not too hot in the car, and that when you come back you haven't got wet seats. So a very clever idea, or useful idea. So there we have it, our Mercedes GLB AMG line with the Premium Plus package. I'm sure I've missed lots out on the video. We are pushed for time, it's pitch black outside, and it's a Friday and everyone wants to go home. So if you're looking at doing finance, we are still doing finance, of course, and we've got some good rates. And this is just about to run out of manufacturer's warranty. It's in warranty to the end of the month, and we will be able to put another warranty on the vehicle, or you could take out an extended warranty. So please ask if you have any questions on that. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video, and we'd like to hear from you soon. Take care now, bye.